Even outside of Wrigley Field, the fans are getting ready on Waveland and Sheffield. And nearly 40,000 inside the friendly confines as we welcome you to Wrigley Field in Chicago for Game 2 of this National League Championship Series. The Florida Marlins, 9-8 winners in 11 innings last night, taking on Mark Prior and the Chicago Cubs. 23-year-old Southern Cal grad Mark Prior.
The numbers are gaudy, Tom. You look at that, 18-6. This is a guy.
Jerry, not a part of our umpiring crew. Larry Poncino has come in and will work down the left field line. On the ground is Grzelcyk, and Pierre retired and one away. In California after his freshman year. And after getting ahead of Castillo, Prior walks him.
Miss in off the plate on his fist like that last pitch. Now you can get him out of the way.
And they do.
Psycho, what you were talking about last night.
When you're leaning out over thinking that second one's going to be a low and away, you get right back in their kitchen.
Ripped into right field, a base hit by Derek Lee. Castillo going to put on the brakes, and the Marlins have runners at first and second here in the opening inning with 2 away against Prior. And the 20-year-old Miguel Cabrera coming up. Struck him out. A walk, a hit. 2 left. Brad Penny will face Sammy and the Cubs when we return. Good solid numbers this season, Steve, for Brad Penny.
14-10 on the year. He can do nothing but get better.
Allowed 1 hit, no runs in an inning and 2/3. Penny, that big body, able to block the bouncer back from Lofton, 1 away.
Kick save and a beauty, and then throw him out.
This is a good matchup here. Grzelcyk, good fastball hitter. Penny's establishing his fastball.
Fastball grounded and then off the glove of Gonzalez, a base hit. So good fastball hitter. First hit for the Cubs, and Sammy coming up.
That is outside the stadium. It's not like he hit that into the left field seats. He hit it out of the stadium, and then not many people were waiting for it.
A 4-pitch walk to Sosa. And not one of the 4 pitches anywhere near the strike zone.
And it floats back out over the middle of the plate.
In the air, right field. Drifting back, Encarnacion. He has plenty of room. Tagging and going to third is Grzelcyk. They're on the corners with 2 gone.
Encarnacion, the #1 fielding outfielder in the National League.
Did not commit an error the entire season.
For second most in the league, Jim Thome had 20 in that span.
3-1 pitch. And another fastball high.
But he's not dropping on that back leg, and he's rushing the ball to the home plate.
Randall Simon. First pitch swinging. Base hit left field. Grzelcyk scores. Sosa will score. And the Cubs on the board for a second straight night in the opening inning.
Talked about that was one of the first times that Penny found the outside corner with that fastball. He didn't get the call.
High fly ball in the left center field. Playable for Conine, and that's out. But Randall Simon takes advantage of a hit and a couple of Penny walks and drives in 2 first inning runs.
Watching it hit the back wall. Look at this. Bam! Off the screen out there. It almost knocked it down.
And that one shot into right field. It will drop a fair ball into the corner. Good ricochet for Sosa. Here comes the throw into second. Not going to be in time. Encarnacion runs well. A couple of hits already for the Marlins. And bear in mind, in Prior's first postseason start against Atlanta, 1 of 4 last night, had a triple and a run batted in. 5 for 19 in the postseason. He hooks that one into left field, a base hit, and they will hold up Encarnacion at third. So just like that, here come the fighting fish from Florida. Runners on the corners and nobody out. All day, every day. I'm with you, Al. Swing and a miss. That's a huge out.
I don't know where you guys were, but I saw a 9-8 game last night that was pretty good.
But it took 11 innings. Let's send it to L.A. 0-2 to Penny. Struck him out on the curveball. Pryor back-to-back strikeouts after runners were on the corners with nobody out. Popped up, and Pryor is going to get out of an early jam for the second straight inning. The Marlins leave 2 on.
You see Encarnacion, he's playing very deep, and as much as Penny goes away, he's not going to pull the ball.
Up the middle, Castillo able to cut it off, but no chance to throw out Baco. An infield hit to open the Cubs' second.
Once again, we've seen 2 plays.
You keep that ball on the ground. You elevate a high, hard fastball. It's hard to keep it soft.
That fastball looked like it was down, and Pryor able to lay it down.
It's a good bunt. Great bunt.
Well, we have a moment. Let's send it back to 1/3 second, 1 away, 2-0. The count on Kenny Lofton. Bouncing ball up the middle. Gonzalez has it bounce over his head, and scoring is Baco to make it 3-0. That ball took a funny hop. Runner goes. Breaking ball taken, and Pudge will not even bother to throw.
And you know, Tommy, that does not surprise me at all, because I think Kenny Lofton a lot more running the rest of this series because he doesn't want to be shown up. He's the master teaching the kids.
Breaking ball and a broken bat roller to the right side. Castillo will throw out Bresolana, getting Lofton down to third. 2 out in the inning. High drive, straightaway center. Sammy plays long ball, and I mean long ball.
Wow. Wow. Hit behind it and bounced back.
Ball in the air to short right field, and Encarnacion's got it. That'll end the inning. 2 in the first, 3 in the second. You can watch baseball a long time here at Wrigley Field, and very few home runs will travel further than that one. That is without a doubt. As that ball is popped up down the left field line, Gonzalez will wave off Alou, and Castillo retired 1 away. Steve, I worked here every day for 6 years and used to hear our friend Ron Santos say many, many, many times.
You see the distance between where Sammy hit it and where that scoreboard is. That's a long ways.
Shot into right field, a base hit for Ivan Rodriguez.
What else is new? Pudge went the other way and got another base hit.
Pryor, an 18-game winner, as we mentioned, during the regular season at a 2.4 ERA. Opponents hit .231 against him. He only allowed 15 home runs. Chan, believe with that pitch. 2 away.
We talked about this exact scenario in the opening of this show.
Into right field, a sinking liner caught by Sammy, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 man left. We head for the last of the third, and the Cubbies out in front by 5.
To me, that's just an overthrown curveball. Brad is trying to throw it 100 miles an hour as opposed to letting the grip do the work.
That one launched deep into the night as well off the bat of Ramirez. It is 6-0 Chicago.
Tommy, it's going to be a long, long night, or quite possibly a short night for Brad Penny.
And stress that pitch.
Fastball
okay.
down Broadway, not in that location.
Hooked into right field by Simon.
First pitch swinging.
Good curveball. Went down and got it.
In the lineup in October for the Cubs here tonight as Nate Bump takes over on the mound. 3-2 again. And a ground ball should be 2. Look at Gonzalez to Castillo. How about that? And they call the runner safe at first. And the greatest defensive catcher to ever play, in my opinion, Johnny Bench. In the air, left center field, hit pretty well, and off the ivy. Rounding third and coming home is Gonzalez on a double by Paul Bacco. 7-0 Cubbies.
And can get good jumps. When you got a catcher like that behind home plate, go ahead, run.
Slow roller by the mound. Castillo throws out Pryor. 2 away, and Bacco on to third. And against Atlanta on the 11th of July, that was the game he had the collision with Marcus Giles. Gave up 6 runs in 4 innings. Base hit left field. Pryor has not allowed 8 runs in a game. And it's 8-0 Chicago. Resalanik is singled and grounded out to Castillo at second base. That one comes all the way to the backstop, and Lofton will advance on to second. Who had his second straight disappointing postseason start here tonight. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. But not before the Cubs get 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and they tack on 3 more here in the third.
I think with Rick warming up right now, you don't want to have him just warm up just to warm up. He's coming in the game.
Fisted behind the plate, and Bacco's got it. Pryor has allowed 4 hits in the game. He has been sensational this season. Only difference about the Gooden situation, of course, Dusty wasn't around to see every game. Lined into right center field, and that ball will sail over the head of Kenny Lofton and go to the ivy. And Conine on his way to second base with a 1-out double. Now, granted, it is 8-0 here, but there is a long, long way to go in this game. We're only in the 4th. But Pryor was able to strike out Gonzalez, strike out Penny, and got Pierre on a pop-up to end the inning. The Cubs got 3 in the bottom of the same inning. Rolled over down to third. 2 away. For a game break. In the air, straight away center field. Lofton backpedaling, and that is that against Pryor in the 4th. 1 hit, 1 left. Sammy will lead things off in the 4th inning. He's already homered in each of the first 2 games of this LCS. Against a new Marlin right-hander, Rick Helling. Helling began the year in the
way the ball was jumping out of here last night. He might be right.
3-2 pitch. On the ground to Gonzalez. And Sosa retired for the first time tonight after a walk in a 2-run homer.
If you're going to give him up, give him up.
Helling pitched very well for the Marlins after coming over. That ball popped up into short right field, and Encarnacion will call off Castillo 2 away. While we have a moment, let's again send it to Los Angeles. On the ground is short, and a solid inning for Rick Helling out of the Florida bullpen. Throw a little high, but Lee able to go up and get it. First scoreless inning tonight for the Cubs. They lead 8-0. We're back to Chicago after a word from your local Fox station. And go to every single baseball clubhouse in the big leagues today, and I am not sure that you will meet a sweeter kid in the world than Juan Pierre. Puts it to the right side, 1 away, and again, let's check in with Jeannie Zelasco.
He's got a good one, but almost never uses it. People ask him why if it's so good. He says, because he doesn't have to.
Grounded to short, 2 away.
And this is a great game for him to work on a pitch that he might not feel comfortable with. Yep. Especially if there is a need for him to come back in game 6.
First part of this series because he hasn't had the chance to start and won't until game 4. Struggled a little bit down the stretch.
Lined hard, a 1-hopper at Resalanik, and that will end the inning. And don't forget about Dontrell Willis. You know where he started his career in the Chicago Cubs organization. And he figures to be in the lineup with the back-to-back lefties on the mound for the Marlins starting Friday. Slapped into left field. It'll go to the wall. And Randall Simon saying, well, wait a minute now, guys.
Maybe not.
don't get me out of there quite yet.
Easy cheese. He's got nice fastball come out of his hand.
Breaking ball, it gets away from Rodriguez. It'll come back to the screen. And on to third base goes Randall Simon. Down the left field line. Is it fair or is it foul? Fair ball, home run. Alex Gonzalez has hit his second home run of this league championship series. And the lead swells to double digits. 10-0 Chicago.
Got 2 home runs in this series. How about Long Tom?
Ball 4 high and away. So 3 straight batters have reached off Helling here in the Cubs' 5th inning.
Daddy Wags told me the inning before.
See, they had us impressed. Jam shot bunt back to Lee. And he'll just take the out behind him.
But I can tell you this. I know Daddy Wags.
But mainly just to keep his mind where it should be. Keep throwing up those zeros. Don't let him come into it at all.
He might have said you're getting ready to go ahead 11-0, but they're going to hold the runner at third on the base hit to right field by Lofton, his 3rd hit of the game.
Larry Rothschild's a big mental guy, mind guy, and he's all about
pitching coach on that 97 World Championship team for the Marlins.
That is a fair ball off the bat of Grzelcyk. Scoring is Baco. Lofton on his way to third on a run-scoring double by Grzelcyk. His 2nd RBI in this league championship series.
Some people might be saying, hey, with the score the way it is right now, why walk the guy? But hey, the game isn't over. You continue to manage like you have a chance. Weirder things have happened. Look how quickly they score.
Alou, a pair of career grand slams. Comebacker to the mound, knocked down by Helling. He'll throw to Pudge for the forced play at the plate. 2 away in the inning.
Also, too, getting back to that, even though it looks like a blowout, and yes, you don't want it to get out of the hand if you're the Marlins, but...
And this happens frequently during the regular season, infrequently in the postseason. So they walked Sosa. He got the ground ball for the 2nd out, fly ball for the 3rd out, and we march on to the 6th inning. Fireworks for the Cubbies here tonight.
What do you do when you get to the World Series if you're playing either the Yankees or the Red Sox? You're going to have to work on that.
In the air, hit pretty well to deep left center field off the bat of Derek Lee, and the Marlins are on the board. Lee, his first postseason home run after hitting 31 home runs during the regular year. And Derek thrilled this game is being played at Wrigley Field because he's going to get that ball back if it's the same ball.
You don't want him to have to go that long, but also Dusty doesn't want to have to use too many guys in the pen either.
That ball lifted and driven into deep right center field, and Cabrera has gone to the seats. Back-to-back home runs by Lee and Cabrera to begin this Marlins 6th inning. Boy, that is some kind of at bat.
Unbelievable. This guy, for 20 years old, he was in Double-A the first half of this season.
And then they get the side spin where you start hitting flares the other way.
Swing and a miss.
And that type of hitter with that swing is very susceptible. By throwing the ball away, he had to reach for it, but that still had plate coverage.
And slapped into left center field, a base hit for Conine, who is 3 for 3.
So in Pryor's mind, he goes from a strikeout to...
And reached the basket in straightaway center. And this ball hammered into left field. Alou going back to get it. 2 away in the inning, and Conine retreating to first. Here comes the throw, and he's out. Conine thought that ball.
Now, if you take Gonzalez out of that lineup, you're taking away some serious defense.
It should be noted that Miguel Cabrera, as that one is rolled down to first, has not played shortstop since being brought up to the major leagues from Double-A Carolina. Respect him so much. There's a little bit of new school about him, but a lot of old school. That ball to straightaway center field. Pierre at the wall. Goodbye. The
kid is on fire.
second home run tonight. Third home run in this league championship series for Alex Gonzalez.
Is hit a home run because then you think you are one. Some of that happened to Alex Gonzalez of the Cubs as well. That's when he started pulling that front shoulder out of there, trying to bail and wail. And what you do is maybe occasionally you hit a home run, but you hit a lot more weak ground balls to the third baseman and the shortstop, and your average goes through the floor. He's used to throwing up around 130, but as we mentioned before, first time in his life over 200 innings. How long do you leave him out there?
Popped up short right field. Encarnacion to get it. Hold that thought. And we'll talk about that when Pryor gets the ball.
This is a great opportunity to have a guy get in a game and feel good about himself.
Two Hopper down to third. One pitch, one out. Let's get back to that in a moment. First, let's check in with Jeannie Zelasco.
Get to Borowski. You're going to need Guthrie.
100th pitch of the night by Pryor is a roller by Pierre, still hustling here in the 7th inning.
Dave Veers is the guy who also did not get in the ball game the other night.
Do you make the pitch or don't you? And it all comes down to executing a pitch.
Line hard at Grzelcyk, and that will end the inning. We head for the bottom half of the 7th. All Cubbies here tonight. And taking over on the mound, a starter throughout the entire regular season, but has thrown the ball very well out of the Marlin bullpen here in the postseason. And Mike Mordecai remains in the game at second base. Lofton laces one into center. His 4th hit tonight.
Now this is the opposite situation that you were talking about, Al Leiter. This is a guy who has been sharp for you. They finished the series early.
Right at 4.5 runs per game. Little roller that'll stay fair. And Grzelcyk retired.
We figured to see some pretty good pitching matchups.
Pavano still has to pitch and use all of his pitches because they're going to need them.
And he struck him out on a high fastball up and in. And Sammy took that swing like he wanted to hit one. Troy O'Leary, the pinch hitter, batting for Moises Salou. Popped up and playable for Mike Lowell. And that'll end the inning. So a good sharp inning by Pavano. Is Mark Pryor coming back out there? It looks like he is.
He's a strong kid. He's big, thick legs. It doesn't matter.
There's ball 4 away. While we have a moment. And is there a point in time where after so many pitches over a few number of starts, enough is enough? On the ground to Grzelcyk. Good play, but the ball dropped over at first by Simon, and the Marlins have 2 on with nobody out here in the 8th inning. Right-hander Dave Veers.
Could handle a lot of pitches and pitch counts in general. And
diving play by Ramirez from his knee, throws to first. It'll pull Simon off the bag, and the Marlins have the bases loaded.
It seems to me, Tom, I remember 3 postseasons ago.
Bases loaded for the Marlins. And a double play chance here. They get 1. They get 2. A run scores to make it 12-3. They're trying to get a league championship series win for the first time since '89. And then low and away, ball 4 to Jeff Conine. Time to take a look at our game summary. Chased a fastball up and pops it up. Grzelcyk's got it, and that's that in the 8th.
I always wanted to do that.
On purpose.
Line 1 Hopper at Lowell. 1 away.
Tough time with that grip. That's the replay of the Ramirez pitch that he threw into the dugout.
Grounded to the right side and into right field. A base hit in the first at bat of this league championship series for Eric Karros. Randall Simon had 3 hits. A couple of runs batted in, scored a run, and now Karros. And Ramon Martinez batting for the first time. Lines 1 to the track. 2 away. Felipe Alou.
Yeah, and every other manager I had.
Swing and a miss. A good inning of work for Tejera. And Guthrie will indeed get that chance in the ninth when the Cubs are leading by 9.
4 now. It's that late. You're killing them.
Short center, Lofton there. 1 away.
I'll tell you, one of the guys is now here comes Dusty Baker to come out and get Dave Veers. It's all right, though. Wasn't that good?
Mark Guthrie, as Outlider suspected, will come on and try to get the final 2 outs of the game. And he takes care of Pierre. Steve, please do finish that story because Florida immediately picked him up. And that is a fair ball diving play by Caro. Speed to Guthrie. And he will be able to high-five his teammates after getting the final 2 outs, and the Cubs win their first League Championship Series game since 1989.